Whales, majestic creatures of the deep. For years, scientists have tried to uncover the origins of these species. How is it that these marine mammals, that have similar physical attributes to those of fishes, came to evolve from wolf-like four-legged land mammals known as the Pakicetus? The key lies within Darwin's theory of evolution. Scientists have now lifted the veil of mystery that shrouded the truth for so long with the theory of evolution.
In Wales.
Fossils provide evidence that whales once evolved from wolf-like creatures known as the Pakicetus. This Pakicetus eventually evolved to creatures known as the Ambulocetus. Then came the Rhodocetus, and then the Dorudon. Eventually, these creatures became the Balinai, or the modern-day whale that we know today.
Inherited traits that distinguish a whale.
Caudal oscillation also proves that whales were indeed at one time land mammals. Caudal oscillation is the vertical movement seen in many land mammals, such as the wolf. Unlike fish, who move horizontally, as seen in the hammerhead shark here, whales swim vertically, therefore allowing us to conclude that whales evolved from land mammals.
Though whales look like fish, whales are mammals. They cannot breathe underwater, so they have blowholes, which enable them to spout out water and breathe.
The whales do not have ears, for ears do not work in water. Instead, they have bones known as the bullae, which have the ability to interpret frequencies.
Speciation in whale. Look at this hippo from the zoo. So mellow and peaceful. Believe it or not, this hippo is the closest living relative to a whale. Hippos and whales have the same ancestors, and they are both classified as artiodactyls. This chart shows the speciation of whales and hippos, and how they separated from each other.
The common ancestor of hippos and whales branched off from a species known as Rumenacea, or other even-toed ungulates. It is thought that this branch-off took place 60 million years ago. One branch evolved into cetaceans, which went through aquatic adaptation and eventually evolved into whales.
As one population stayed in the predominantly water-esque area, they eventually became known as the modern-day whale, while the other remained in an area with some terrain with the presence of water. This eventually led to the modern-day hippo. As one developed water survival skills with the adaptation of an oscillating swimming motion, a bullae, and a blowhole, the other stayed mostly the same and became a hippo. Geographical isolation caused different traits to arise through mutation, and through natural selection, only those with the favored trait survived. Over time, the two became so distinct in their features, they became reproductively isolated.
Fossil evidence.
The astragalus bone, also known as the ankle bone, existed in whales 45 million years ago. It was recently found in Pakistan, and it showed that whales at one time had ankles, meaning they were from land mammals.
The fact that the land relatives of the whales, the deer and the hippo, have the talus bone and are able to survive and reproduce shows natural selection. The homologous structural evidence of a whale is that the spines of the modern-day whales are similar to those of all land mammals, causing the similar oscillating, swimming motions that all land mammals share. However, the spines of the whales differ from those of all land mammals because the spines of the whales are better suited for swimming in deeper depths of water and have specifically evolved to swim for extremely long periods of time. The information about evolution we have obtained throughout the duration of this project allows us to realize that the modern and new medicines and prescribed drugs are created specifically to combat certain types of diseases, viruses, and bacteria because evolution creates new types of diseases that lead to the development of new drugs and medicine. Due to the evolving nature of the flu virus, students like us are recommended to receive flu vaccines every year. The reason why students like us are recommended to receive flu vaccines every year is because the flu virus evolves differently over time.